All right, this video is for Steven in his statement about Candace. Steven, I'd like to encourage you to be more effective in what you're doing. If you have a disagreement with what Candace is saying, I'd like to offer below a an example of how you could be more constructive in disagreeing or just scrutinizing the content of what she's saying. Because right now, let me just read this and see if I cover everything. Healthy investigation theory: Erica Kirk could be paid off with money to be in on the Kirk assassination. Plausibility: not likely. So this is my own studying. Not likely, since she was already rich. The Kirk home was worth $6 million. Here we are. That's the address there. They just sold this for a little less than $6 million, but that is where she was living. So I'm gonna say she's wealthy enough that money isn't something that's gonna cause her to turn on Charlie. More evidence to the negative: she was married to, and has children with Charlie. So there's a spousal and progeny bond. There's also visible love and loyalty to Charlie for us to see in published videos. She's Catholic and had Charlie receive a Catholic funeral and buried him in a Catholic cemetery rather than let Charlie's body be paraded about to whatever denomination wanted to claim him for their social purposes and optics. It was a form of bad optics for Protestant TPUSA. I know TPUSA wouldn't call itself Protestant. That's me, but it's essentially Protestant. When Erica had Charlie buried in the Catholic rite. So there's an act of spiritual integrity here that ultimately outweighs the speculation that money could have influenced Erica's loyalty and love for Charlie. A part of healthy investigating is ruling out suspects, and let's face the fact that there are recorded cases of a wife having her husband murdered. So if we are starting with the fact that Charlie was murdered, it is appropriate to ask the question, did his wife have anything to do with it? That's not an act of disrespect. The pursuit of truth is not disrespectful. Calling someone an evil C word is disrespectful. You should repair the damage you caused with this act and apologize to Candace. You should do it publicly, Stephen, on your show. And like, by all means, like, voice your disagreement with her, but you you did something wrong here. It wasn't funny. That doesn't mean you agree with her. It means your desire for truth outweighs your sense of self-righteousness and shows you have integrity. Finding out who was involved in murdering Charlie needs to be the focus in this. You can accuse Candace of making shocking statements for clicks, but I haven't heard Candace accuse Erica. I did watch you directly call Candace an evil C word for clicks in an act that ultimately discourages scrutiny. And this channel is all about cultivating scrutiny, so that's why I'm doing this right now. Please don't abuse the investigator for investigating anymore. Scrutiny is the medicine for our current state of societal complacency. Please, Stephen, apologize for this act. Apologize for calling Candace an evil C word. You have done other videos. I know I unfollowed you. I'm relenting. I'm going to follow again. I'll even follow you on Rumble too. But come on, man. Like, doesn't Candace have enough to do? Like, who else is doing the investigative work that Candace is doing? Who else? Like, you're not breaking the news here. She is. The only reason I know that he was buried in a cemetery, a Catholic cemetery, and received Catholic funeral right, is because of Candace. You're not the one that said that. But now I'm seeing headlines. Candace Owens uncovers that that Charlie was buried in a Catholic cemetery. I wish this wasn't. I should have grabbed another photo. I apologize, Candace. And I'd like to thank Candace right now for not responding to you on this, because I've been watching her, expecting her to respond to you. I think the proper response to you is to not respond to this and to continue to investigate, because this is a big enough job. Charlie Kirk was murdered. That's the headline. I'm really disappointed that you switched the headline to Candace is an evil C word. It's this needs to be investigated properly, and what you did wasn't funny. You can be a very funny guy, but this was not a joke. This was a hateful act, an act that leans towards a misogyny. And I know I'm publicly criticizing you. I'm trying to do it as appropriately as possible. And I know these things aren't easy to hear, so please take some time and consider apologizing to Candace and continue amplifying the good work that you do. And Jesus Christ is King. All praise to him.